What is going on, you guys? How are you guys doing today? It's your boy Wavy Raven, and in today's video, guys, we have an Apex Legends legendary loot guide. Who should and should not have specific legendary items in the game. This now also includes heirloom armor. I have been working hard on this video, and I'm so glad that I can finally get it out to you guys, because I've been working so hard to get this out for you guys, because I've been experimenting with all these legendary items and everything like that. So I'm glad that I'm finally getting this to you guys. Before we get started though, please be sure to shout out my boy Felix Graphics. Please be sure to copy his link down in the description. Give it to your friends who need some YouTube banners, thumbnails. He does fantastic work, and he's always punctual on time. He deserves the business and the support, so please be sure to show him some love down on his Instagram. Email him, message him, whatever you can do. Please be sure to do it, because he does a lot for this channel with all of the thumbnails, and he gets you guys to watch these videos. Also, please be sure to subscribe as well and hit that bell notification so you guys are not missing any videos at all whatsoever, because these videos are bangers that are coming up, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so getting right into this, as we all know here in the Apex Legends community, that legendary gear gives a player a specific buff depending on the specific item. And there are some characters that can better utilize the effects of this item than others, such as Lifeline and Gibraltar using the golden backpack, and being able to have their res abilities help them with that golden backpack res, such as the Dome and Lifeline's drone. Now, getting right into that and everything like that, like the golden backpack and everything like that, you will hear some duplicates, as I already, stated those two legends there. But first off, we're going to look at the helmet, the golden helmet. Who should have the golden helmet and who should not have the golden helmet? First off, guys, we have Lifeline of who should have the golden helmet. The reason why I say this is because of her care package. Her care package has a high chance of spawning purple armor in there, so throughout 5 to 10 minutes, not even halfway through the game, you guys, your whole squad of 3 of you should have that purple armor and should be able to push more fights. Now, Pathfinder should also have this golden helmet. The reason is, if you guys are in a sticky situation, usually getting pinched, you're in the middle of 2 squads fighting, and you're in like this little one of those little like train trail thingies, and you're wanting to get out of that middle of the fight. It's easy enough to have Pathfinder shoot a zip line and then quickly destroy it, so no team can get back to you. It's a very, very good escape mechanism for anyone wanting that quick and fast and amazing dub. Also, Revenant should have the gold helmet. The reason I say this is because of his death totem. His death totem has no range restrictions anymore, so having this death totem, the death protection is just fantastic, because you can really, being able to have that death totem right then and there, and being able to have it throughout every fight that you get into, it's going to be great, because you can lower the enemy, and obviously if you get killed you go back right to the totem, but if you just run right back up there, that enemy is already lower health than what they were. I mean, granted, they have a golden shield and they pop a shield cell, and they have 2 body bars left. that's the equivalent of a gray armor. So you can just easily melt that with like an R99 or something like that. So it'll be easier to kill enemies. Gibraltar should have this golden helmet. The reason why I say Gibraltar should have this golden helmet is because of his bombardment. Now, the reason why I didn't put Bangalore on this list for her airstrike is because the missiles, you can really see the missiles and everything like that, so you can just really run away from that. That's common sense right there. If you see a missile, you run away in Apex Legends, correct? Correct. But with Gibraltar's bombardment, there's only like these red circles, and a red circle comes up, and then it disappears, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. The enemy team's blown up already. This will give you time to run, or this will also give you time to, you know, push the enemy if you're getting hits with that bombardment. Now, who shouldn't have the golden helmet? Now, this is all arguable depending on your playstyle, so don't forget about that. Who shouldn't have the helmet? Octane. The reason why I say Octane is because his jump pad really isn't going to help, because enemies can use that jump pad as well, and they could easily come running after you. I mean, Octane's really fast, but he's really a selfish player. Now, the reason I say that is because he really doesn't do anything to help the team. Even with this double jump mechanic on his jump pad, it really just doesn't serve a purpose. I know it gets you out of that, you know, that quick double jump, being able to change direction and everything like that will maybe get you out of some fire and everything like that, but it's not really going to help you in the long run. So that's the reason why I say he shouldn't have it. It's basically useless on Octane. Mirage. Now, the reason why Mirage shouldn't have this is because of his clones. They really don't protect you guys, they just protect him himself. These are some, I mean, these two, Octane and Mirage, were two, like, selfish, not really selfish players, but it really only helps the player playing as that legend, such as Mirage or Octane. Now, here comes a debatable one. Wattson. The reason why I say no to Wattson is because, granted, her ultimate replenishes armor, and it's like a trophy system, as they call it in Call of Duty. We really don't see that replenishing your shield very fast, and it really just serves no purpose, because people really, if you're not going to fortify a building and you're going to have Wattson as a team member, then there's really no use for it. I mean, this is why I said it was arguable, because some people love Wattson and they get into these lobbies with a whole bunch of ordnance and stuff like that getting thrown at them, but there's really no sense to have it for me, in my opinion, due to my lobbies that I'm getting into. Next, guys, we're going to move on to the Golden Shield. There are 3 legends that should have it, and no legends that shouldn't have it. The reason why I say Wraith should have this as scouting. The reason why I say scouting, or what do I mean by scouting, is basically Wraith is a person who will look for the next ring and be able to portal you out throughout that. And if she gets shot while portaling, she can just pop another shield cell, or she can pop 2 shield cells, and that'll replenish her whole gold armor. So you'll be perfectly fine with having that Wraith use gold armor. Lifeline. The reason Lifeline should have gold armor is basically because she's a res fanatic. She is very good. She's a support or a healing legend. So she will basically not have to have that heirloom armor than others should have, but she can still easily just pop those cells and everything like that, and then pop her drone, then she's back to full health and full armor. So she really doesn't need that, or she really doesn't need that heirloom armor. The reason Pathfinder should have it is his grapple. It'll get you out of sticky situations, but for right now, since his nerf, he should have heirloom armor because he's really not that protective. But speaking about his gold armor, if he's able to grapple at the time, if he has that gold helmet, like if you guys are following this list and everything like that, if he has that gold helmet, then that's perfect. His grapple's charging up faster, and then his zipline's charging up faster, so he would be a good reason to give that player the gold armor and you stick with the heirloom armor if you're not Pathfinder, because he's just going to be able to get out of those sticky situations with his grapple, and everything will be alright for your team. Who shouldn't have the gold armor? No one. Everyone should have at least purple or gold armor, or even heirloom armor, because of the quick res and everything like that. Now guys, getting into the heirloom armor, the red Evo armor, you should put it on Wraith, because obviously of the scouting and everything like that. Now, this is basically a copy and paste of the gold armor. They are the same reasons, so it's Wraith, Lifeline, and Pathfinder. The reason why I say this is because they should have it because of the same reasons as the gold armor. They're going to be able to get out of there, and they're going to be able to utilize it more than what a Octane could, because he's sitting there stimming. Granted, he regenerates health and everything like that, but he's going to be less fortunate to get out and make it into the next, round without getting downed or anything like that. Who shouldn't have the red Evo armor? Gibraltar and Caustic. The reason why I say that is because they're both fortified, such as Gibraltar having his dome and Caustic having his gas, so he is perfectly fine without any heirloom armor. He could have gold armor and be okay. The golden backpack. Who should have this? Lifeline, Gibraltar, Mirage, Caustic, and Bangalore is arguable depending on if you want to pop or smoke and everything like that. People can still see you through your smoke with a digi and everything like that. Same goes with Caustic's gas. Mirage obviously has the Invisores now, so you won't have to worry about anything like that. Gibraltar has his dome, and Lifeline has her drone. So those will go fantastic with the golden backpack. Who shouldn't have the golden backpack? Any other legend without a res ability. The reason why I say this is because there's no worth it just to have a golden backpack and sitting there. If you're Bloodhound and you have a golden backpack, granted you skin and everything like that, but you're sitting there resin and then you get shot because you don't have a fort. Caustic and all that, you do have the gas and the dome with Gibraltar, so it's really pointless if you don't have any res ability or protection to use the golden backpack. Now, for the last but not least item on the list here, we have the golden res, or the golden knockdown shield. The self-resurrection knockdown shield. Who should have this? Mirage and your low profile legends, like your Bloodhound, your Mirage, your Wraith, your Bangalore, Octane. The reason why I say all of these is because they have low hitboxes. They have smaller hitboxes than Gibraltar and Caustic, which they should not have this golden knockdown due to them having a bigger hitbox and being bigger characters in the game. Now Mirage and Lifeline and everything like that should have this, because Mirage goes invisible obviously when he self-reses, and Lifeline and Bloodhound, they all have smaller hitboxes than the two big guys such as Gibraltar and Caustic. Granted, you can chuck gas down, but when do you know you're going to actually go down and have a fort or a dome to pull off that fast res? You know what I mean? Or that self res. But yeah, guys, that has been pretty much about it for this video. Now, this is all based on my playstyle. You guys have a different playstyle, but if you guys can take anything away from this, that would be fantastic. I hope this video did help you in some way, shape, or form, because definitely going through and doing all this work and everything like that, making sure that these legends are great, or these legends are utilizing the specific golden items or legendary items, it just helps so much when getting dubs and being able to have that best loot. Now, you don't have to follow this exactly, okay? You can get dubs without Lifeline having a gold helmet, or without Gibby having a gold backpack and everything like that. But you could at least make sure that you give this video a look, a listen, and everything like that, and make sure you follow some of it, because some of it could potentially help you in the long run. But I'm going to be signing off here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I have been your host, Wavy Raven, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!